Tree leaves rustled gently in the morning wind. Sunlight filtered through them like golden threads, touching the path where Aman walked, slowly, calmly, for the first time in months. This long pathway, surrounded by ancient trees, wasn't just a road inside a forest. It was a road inside himself, a road toward acceptance, toward peace, toward clarity. Armand used to walk fast, always in a hurry, always stressed, always chasing something he couldn't even name. But today, he walked slowly, not because he had nothing to do, but because he had finally learned something life-changing. You don't need to control everything. You only need to control yourself. As Armand walked deeper into the forest path, memories surfaced. Some painful, some beautiful, some confusing. He remembered the days he tried to change people who never wanted to change, the arguments that stole his sleep, the expectations that turned into disappointments, the nights he cried silently, wondering why things never went the way he wanted. He remembered the job he worked so hard for, yet no matter how much he tried, someone else always got ahead. He remembered feeling invisible, unwanted, unlucky. And then he remembered the day he broke down. That night, his father had simply said, "Son, peace doesn't come from controlling everything. Peace comes when you stop trying to." Armand didn't understand it then, but now, walking beneath the trees, feeling the world breathe around him, he finally did. As he stepped forward, the sunlight warmed his face, and a strange calm settled inside him. He could hear his heartbeat, steady, quiet, present. He thought about how much time he had wasted worrying about things he couldn't control, people's opinions, their reactions, the past, the future, the outcome of things he hadn't even started. Life wasn't meant to be controlled like that. Life was meant to be understood, accepted, respected. The forest pathway curved gently, and Armand followed it. He noticed how the sunlight didn't try to control the leaves. It simply shined. How the wind didn't try to control the direction. It simply flowed. How the trees didn't try to control the seasons. They simply adapted. Nature was the greatest teacher of stoicism. Everything in nature accepts what it cannot change, except humans. And now, finally, Armand was learning to become natural again. He took a deep breath, this time not to calm himself, but to appreciate the moment. For the first time, he wasn't thinking about yesterday, nor worrying about tomorrow. This moment, this air, these trees, this sunlight, this silence was enough. As he walked further into the forest path, he saw a couple arguing loudly on the path ahead. The man shouted, the woman cried. Armand paused, not judging, not interfering, just remembering his old self. There was a time he would jump in, try to fix the situation, give advice, explain who was right or wrong. But now, he simply smiled softly. Some things are not your battle. Some storms are not your responsibility. He stepped around them and continued walking. A little further, he saw a small child trying to pick up a heavy fallen branch, struggling, failing, trying again. Armand bent down and helped the child, gently moving the branch aside. The child smiled and ran back to his family. Armand smiled too, because this was something he could control. Kindness, gentleness, effort, choice. He kept walking. The deeper he went into the forest path, the quieter the world became. until it felt like the whole universe was listening to him breathe. He whispered to himself, "I don't need everything to go right. I just need to go right." With each step, he accepted something new. He accepted that not everyone will like him. He accepted that not every path will be smooth. He accepted that not every dream will come true. He accepted that people leave. He accepted that life changes. He accepted that outcomes are not in his hands. But he also accepted something powerful. His attitude is in his control. His patience is in his control. His growth is in his control. His peace is in his control. As the path opened into a wide clearing, sunlight poured down like a blessing from the sky. Armand stopped, closed his eyes, and felt the warmth wash over him. He wasn't the same person who entered the forest that morning. He had walked through his thoughts, walked through his fears, walked through his past, and came out lighter. He looked up at the trees reaching towards the sky. He smiled and whispered, "I accept what I can't control." And in that moment, the world didn't change. He changed. And that was enough. Armand turned around and walked back down the path, slowly, peacefully, with a new light in his eyes. He wasn't running anymore. He wasn't fighting anymore. He wasn't chasing anymore. He had found something far more valuable than success or approval. He had found himself. As he reached the end of the path, a soft breeze wrapped around him like a hug from the universe. The sunlight through the leaves formed a glowing shape around him, almost like the world was whispering, "Accept what you can't control, and you will finally be free." Armand walked away, calm, quiet, healed, a new man, a wiser man, a peaceful man. And as the screen slowly fades, only a single sentence remains: accept what you can't control.